ki au. Whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds. Kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira. Whakarongo pi kari kari mai. Hare hare mai, o Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Kani move that body.
Kani move that body.
Sometimes I have a kani like sitting in the chair and sometimes I don't.
It's like just subconscious. So you just do it.
Yeah.
And always sing along. No matter what. I always think to myself, like, no, I'm not going to sing because Mokena might be recording me. But then I always find myself singing the song.
We'll have to do one with both of us doing that. You know,
oh, let's make a dance.
Yeah. Oh, nah, not a dance.
We can get Aniwa to choreograph for us.
I wasn't making a dance. I was just thinking about like singing the thing. I'll do the singing and you and Aniwa can do the dance.
Okay.
All right.
I better get practicing right now because I'll need it.
Jeez, we went like from lyrics to dance. It's like, whoa, tai hoa. Hoi anō, kia ora koutou, tēnā koutou.
Ai, tēnā koutou e te iwi.
Ai, nau mai hoki mai. Ki te punua pāho o Taringa, e whakapāho atu nei, and you do the sound effects this time.
Okay.
From te ipurau, te wānanga o te roa, ki te ipurau, te awa mutu, the bustling metropolis of te awa mutu. Che, you're pretty... you're pretty mean. Too much. Kei whia mai rā. Anei māua ko taku tuaine ko Erica Sinclair, e whakapāho atu nei.
And our kiwaha of the day is...
Te kiwaha o te rā, o te wiki.
Kia hatia.
Kia hatia.
Kia hatia.
Kia hatia. I was trying to do it in sort of all sorts of different voices.
Go, do your best kōrero.
Kia hatia.
Okay, now do a 5-year-old girl who's throwing a tantrum.
Kia hatia.
Oh, that was so good. Okay. And now do a 16-year-old who's too cool for school and it's rugby photo time.
Kia hatia.
Love it.
Was that too deep?
Well, I don't know.
Nei, ko takarānei nā raho aua. Hoi anō.
Yeah, well, I think so at that age.
Right. So kia hatia e te iwi means...
And what?
Means stuff it, means who gives the toss. Yeah, what else? Bugger it. Oh, man.
Who cares?
Yeah, you know, someone might say, oh, I'm going to the gym, people laugh at me, and then someone goes, kia hatia.
Kia hatia.
Who cares?
Yeah, never mind what they think. For some reason, whenever we try and think of examples for these, I can only think of food ones.
Okay, give me one of your food ones.
Oh, man, I've only got Nutella left for my toast. I don't even eat Nutella these days.
Whoa, like Nutella. We never had Nutella in our house. I only had it at my mate's place.
Oh, my mum used to buy us Nutella, but she'll come home from school and find us all on the... Well, okay, when I say find us, find me eating it out of the jar. So she started buying that budget chocolate spread. Yeah. That was the end of Nutella.
So then one might be like, oh, we've only got this budget chocolate spread. Oh, kia hatia. Okay, who cares?
Yeah.
So, right?
Who cares?
Kia hatia.
Tastes the same, not.
Nah, I wouldn't have to compare. Nutella always reminds me of crepes. Cause
Yes. Oh, and did you see it a lot in Italy?
I did.
Yes.
And in France.
Yeah, they love Nutella over there.
Yeah, well, it's from over there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Nutella is French.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's French, yeah. Hoi anō, kia hatia e hoa ma.
Yep.
Koe nā tātātou kiuha I tēnei wiki I te ringa Wharekura Mārua o Taringa. E rere atu nei.
Yep. And our story, or our One Upon a Taima,
One upon a Taima, once upon a Taima.
is chapter 1 of Tāne. Does it have a name?
Nā Tāne. And yeah, we'll have a little bit of a chat after the kōrero. A little bit of a chat. And then we got one pātai to answer or to have a discussion about. I don't know if we have an answer, but a bit of a wānanga about. And then, yeah, ko tātou I tērā. Nō reira e te iwi whakarongo mai.
Me whakarongo pi kari kari.
E ko te kore. Te kore te whiwhia, te kore te rawea, te kore I aina, te kore te pō. Te pō nui, te pō roa, te pō riuri, te pō kerekere, te pō tifa tifa, te pō te kitea, te pō tagotago, te pō whawha, te pō namu ki tai au, te pō tahuri atu, te pō tahuri mai ki tai au, ki te hai au, ki te ao marama tihe i mauri ora. Ko ranginu i ki runga, ko papatu anuku ki raro, ko nā tua Māori ki wainga nui. Our story begins Wanapana Taima i te ata hāpara o te ao marama. When the world was new and the children of Ranginui, the Sky Father, and Papatuanuku, the Earth Mother, were still finding their way in the new world of light. Tāne and some of his brothers had worked together to separate their parents from their nurturing embrace. However, Whiro te Tupua and Uru te Ngangana had wanted to remain in the dark womb of the poor, and they were angry with Tāne. And then Rehua and Nua Matua, two Wharekura, had come down from the spiritual realm of Io te Toi o Ngārangi with a request that Tāne and his brother Tūpai journey back with them to receive the gifts of the Wānanga, the 3 baskets of knowledge. This stoked the fires of rage in Whiro.
Hea te tikanga o tērā mea. What is this? E hara Tāne te matāmua o te whānau rangi. Tāne is not the senior amongst us. He is but a child. Wharekura.
Kia tau e whiro. Whether you like it or not, it is from Io that this tono comes. Kaua e koe i te amu.
Tau toko ana tā whiri mātia. E whiro, me hā kina e koe i tēnei ao marama. Tau toko what he said. Relax, man. Enjoy te ao marama.
Ai rā. Ka roa e noho ana I roto I tērā āhua. We have been bound for eons in the darkness. Kei konei te ao o te āhua reka. This place is Āio. Kia tau.
It's nice here.
Ko Tāne I whakatari Taringa mai a mātou ki waho I a mātou mātua. Ko ia te taki o takiriri.
Go, Whiro!
Tāne ripped us from te pō. He hacked our mātua apart, leaving our father to bleed over our mother as she lay there weeping below him. And now, it is Tāne once again whose name is spoken alongside this important take. He riri tonu e au. It infuriates me.
Ai, koe nā e Whiro, ko te whakahihi o Tāne. Mā rātau rawa e mahi e nei tūmahi. It is Tāne, his fans and his self-importance once again. And what things will his decision bring upon us this time?
Uru, you and Whiro are just jealous.
The pūhaihai, the jealousy, the disagreements, the tautohe-tohe, and pukuriri, anger, continue to fester. When the 2 Wharekura, Rehua and Ruatau, appear to take Tāne and Tūpai to Te Rangi.
They have come for you.
Whiro and Uru te Ngangana watch with envy as the 2 younger brothers leave with the Wharekura and begin their climb to the Maunga Tapu, Maunga Nui, on Te Rangi Tuatoru.
Titiro Tūpai, he tāua te maunga nui. Look, brother, look at the maunga. Isn't it beautiful? The hirere is flowing from that face and the plants here are flowering, but it's out of season. Doesn't this place just feel old? I feel as though I've been here before. It's strange.
Aye, brother. My skin is glowing. Oh, wha, yours is too. Wait, can you hear that buzzing?
Kei reira I te wai o rongo. Those are the healing waters of rongo. They flow from the source to Maunga Nui to the pool. We have arrived. It is time for the karakia pure.
Tāne, Tūpai, haere mai ki kōnei me kāwea kōrua ki te wai o rongo tohi ai. You must be cleansed by the waters that flow from Maunga Nui into this great pool. This will help you when you return for the journey to the upper realms.
E te pua tua uri e tupua tua te hae tupua ngā werunga mara e roa e wa e yo yo nui e yo yo ro e yo yo matua tage tage ki ta uro te mei Oti, and now, kei te tapai nei koe tēnei ingoa, a Tāne nui arangi. We have been instructed to bestow upon you a new name. You will now be known as Great Tāne of the Heavens, and you, Tupai, will now be known as Tupai Atau.
Hoki atu kōrua ki tō kainga kei raro. We must return to te toi o ngā rangi. Io awaits us.
Oh, otaku he. So, we are going to the 12th rangi now?
Ka, e ua te ara ki mua. The journey is too difficult. You will need to prepare yourself. If your intentions are pono, you will be able to pass through the Waharoa. You must think carefully about this if you are to succeed. He taonga nui te tūpato.
And so, Tāne and Tupai returned to Te Ao Marama, cleansed, humble, and with the mana of their newly bestowed names resonating quietly about them. Buzzing from the experience and curious to know more, they find that many months pass before Io once again sends two Wharekura, Ruatau and Aitupawa with another request. The sons of Ranginui and Papatuanuku gather to hui with the Wharekura, keen to hear what they have to say.
Ko wai o rātou kia kotai, hei kakeake I te toi huarewa o ngā rangi nei. Who amongst all of you believes you can ascend to te toi o ngā rangi, to Io, the origin of all things?
That would be me. Ka haereha hau ki te tiki I ngā wānanga I te toi o ngā rangi. I will bring back the gifts of wānanga, the source of mātauranga Māori, the gifts of learning and knowledge.
Maya ke koe kakeake ai e whiro. And tell us, what path will you take, whiro?
Mā te taipātanga o ngā rangi au, e kakeake ai. I will go to the place where the sky hangs down and almost joins with the earth. It is there that I will begin my ascent.
Tahiti taiwawa, e kōrero ko hina e koe. E aka ngā puhi o ngā rangi tua. You will not succeed. The united winds of the heavens will work against you. Is there no one else amongst you?
Tāne!
Tāne nui arangi is your man.
Koia te kōrero. Told you.
Tāne, and do you agree?
He is the one.
How might you ascend to te toi o ngā rangi?
Ai, māku e kake I te ara tiatia. I te toi huarewa o te whānau o toku tuakana a tāwhiri mātea. E noho mai rā I runga I te tihi o manono. I will go by way of te ara tiatia. The ascending clouds of te whānau o tāwhiri mātea who live in te tihi o manono.
Mai o koe tiaki. Tomorrow you must come to te pūmotomoto tiki o rangi. The Waharoa to the heavens. But we must now return to the rangi. In ora.
The Wharekura walked into the ngahere, vanishing from sight, while Whiro shot angry looks at Tāne, who also excused himself and with his rōpū left for their own whare before things became too heated. Whiro, however, continued to talk.
Stuff that! I am going to te toi o ngā rangi to collect ngā kete o te wānanga. I'm gonna beat that little
Aue, leave your younger brother to do the business. He has already climbed to the Maunga Nui. He has had the sacred karike performed over him on Io's instruction, and he has been given the mana of a new name. Just give it up, brother.
Hey, Poko! That doesn't mean he'll actually make it. He's our younger brother. You, Uru, of all the atua, should be outraged by this. Don't forget what he did to our mātua. We had to turn our mother upside down so that he couldn't see her down there. Oh, it makes me boringy just thinking about it.
Meanwhile, the kōrero at the whare of Tāne Arangi couldn't be more different.
Brothers, I have a great idea. Me haere tātou ki te rangi tamaku, ki te tiki i te tauira Wharekura. Let us all go to te rangi tamaku, the second rangi. There we can gather the design of Wharekura. We can build heaps of Wharekura once we have those plans. We can house the gifts of wānanga, the teachings, the knowledge, the laws, so they can be shared by us all.
Right. Amen.
Tika. I'm keen as. Let's do this.
Miharo, that's such an awesome idea. So we could have a Wharekura hiko for everything to do with lightning, for me, and one for two. We could put all his patu, store his karakia mo te pakanga, and we could also do...
Paia. Tāne, you're pretty smart, eh, brother? Even if you are an egg.
Hit the nail on the head there, brother.
What they didn't know was that Whiro had already begun his climb towards Maunganui in a bid to beat Tāne by any means necessary.
Māku te mana. Māku te rihi. Māku te wana. Māku te mana. Māku te rihi. Māku te wana. Kai te kuri.
But it was just as the whatukura had said. The going was extreme, and Whiro found himself being blown backwards so many times he lost count. He would walk for many days and find himself right back on the edge of Te Ao Marama, the world of light. The powerful winds seemed to repel his every move.
Hey, Tāne. Can you feel that breeze? Aye, pretty skilled, right? You didn't even know my whananga was there, did you? Te titi arurangi, the whirlwind that ascends to te toe o ngā rangi, is helping us in our ascent.
As they journeyed, the rōpū was shadowed by 4 powerful whirlwinds, ngā titi. Each of the winds worked in harmony with Tāne and his brothers, titi arurangi, wrapping around their bodies and gently carrying them upward so that they felt neither tired nor bothered by the task.
Hey, Tāne, this is the one, eh? Anyhow, I thought this was supposed to be some kind of difficult test. The way those whatakura were asking you and Whiro how you were going to come up here. It is easy. You're not a hero. You're just Waimari. Come to think of it, is that what a hero is? Just a lucky younger brother.
Kōrero.
Bro, do you think it would be okay if we had a drink from the pool? It looks refreshing as.
Paia. Wicked colour, eh? I told you it was skunks up here.
Tēnā te zirohia. Te mutinga kē mai hei o te miharo. This is what we were talking about, brothers. The whare wānanga. Okay, let's get to work. And no, you can't have a drink from the pool. You'll break the tapu. In fact, you can't have anything until we return to Te Ao Marama. You know that. We must kariki anō before we begin this exciting task.
They had easily reached the rangi tuarua, the second rangi tamaku, in just an afternoon, and it was here that they stayed for many days learning in great detail the design of the Wharekura. On their return from their great mission, they were to build a Wharekura to store the knowledge which Ruatau and Paua had shared with them. Tāne and Tangaro also had a huge whare built for them, named Hui Te Ananui, with 4 windows, 2 in the front and 2 behind. This kind of whare is known as a matawha. It was richly carved. Tū Matauenga also received his whare, named Te Roroku o Te Rangi. This was the most tapu of them all. Inside were kept the weapons of war and the karakia for battle. These designs can now be seen reflected in the many marae around Aotearoa. For now we will end our kōrero on Tāne. He still has a mission to complete, going all the way to Te Rangi, to Ngahuru Mārua, the 12th heaven, to Io, to gather the kete o te wānanga. But for now, this will need to satisfy your curiosity until we return next time.
Oh, the suspense.
The suspense.
It just left us in the lurch right there, I feel.
Yeah. And I liked, because while the mic was, we've obviously pre-recorded that at TV, you know, we don't, you know,
No,
I'd love to do all those voices straight away and their sound effects and everything. Oh man, and I just saw the proper kōrero iau. I've forgotten the kupu for sound effect. I was reading it just today.
Oh.
Kōrero iau. Anyway, so while
kia hatia.
kia hatia. We had a bit of a kōrero before, and Erica was sharing one of her kōrero about a kōrero in here. And there's lots of kōrero about Tāne, and particularly this version of Tāne and tūpai is a version about Tāne that other iwi wouldn't necessarily talk about tūpai. And one of his other names is tūpai whakarongo wānanga. Yeah, and it's popular name for tūpai I roto o Ngāti Kahungunu.
Yeah.
Whereas I roto i a mātou, kei te kōrero mō Tainui, we don't really talk about tūpai.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one version about Tāne.
Yeah, well, that was the first I'd heard of him.
Of tūpai.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, gave a kōrero about the creation of Hui Te Ana Nui.
Yeah, so I've
And
heard
that was
a different
another
version.
that was another kōrero. Yeah, so yeah, we're not saying that this koe nei te mutinga ke mai nei, koe nei te tino o te kōrero o Tāne. This
yes.
is one version about
One
the
version.
Tāne. But I think before we get into the rest of the story on another episode, that the same sort of theme is shared about Tāne ascending the heavens to bring back the wānanga. Nā kete o te wānanga.
So there's different variations for everything, as there is for everything in te ao Māori. Not one is the right one.
I roto I te ao whānui, I think.
Yeah, actually,
Hey.
yeah. And we're not trying to say that this is the one of them all, but this is just one of them.
Yeah, koe nei te tahi o nā kōrero mo Tāne. Yeah, so pai tērā, and there'll be lots of chapters about Tāne.
Yeah.
Because he done lots of things. There's lots of deeds attributed to Tāne.
Yes.
And his brothers.
Tāne, the man of many deeds, just like Maui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, I te mea, e noho mai ana koe, and Erica made a comment when we were doing a bit of a practice read before, saying that, because she had to be, you know, i whakatāne ia I tāna reo, and kei te pai tērā, because I tipu ia I whakatāne.
And he was laughing at me.
I wasn't laughing at you. I thought it was cute. But we need to do some more stories on some of our atua wahine.
Yeah.
Nera.
Yep,
So
we do.
That'll be the challenge to
Our
us.
deities.
There's heaps. Yeah. And I think this is a theory of mine, that being colonized, the colonization of our traditions was a lot of the Tāne, not Tāne te atua, but I'm talking about male-centric.
Yeah.
Stories came through the ages,
Yeah, well,
and
because
not the female-centric.
Yeah, because we were colonized by a patriarchal society.
Yeah. And the irony of that is that at that time, when we were colonized by the patriarchal society, that the head of that society was a queen.
Ha! Yes!
Doesn't that seem preposterous?
That does seem preposterous.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyway,
man.
oe anō, koe nā tēnā kōrero e hoa ma, taihoa ke ka puta anō he kōrero mō Tāne.
We got a question here from Andrew Barwood.
And I think,
sorry.
I think you should read out the whole thing. You going to read it out or I'm going to read it out? No, you read it out.
I'll read it out and you do most of
Koe anō te ingoa te
answering.
tangata nei?
Andrew Barwood.
Kia ora, Andrew. Tēnā
And-
koe. Thank you for listening to Taringa all the way
Yeah, from USA.
Yes, or I like to call it Turtle Island.
Okay, how do you get that?
Well, America is not, sort of like New Zealand, is the colonizer's name for, you know, Te Ika Maui and Aotearoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, America is the colonizer's name for that land. And after spending some time over there with some of the First Nations, and I don't even want to say First Nation Americans because they don't like to think of themselves as that.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that I've sort of socialized with and come to know, that doesn't factor in their kōrero. They don't call themselves Americans. They don't refer to as America. So in their kōrero...
They like to be known as the iwi group.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah. And in their kōrero tuku iho, the kōrero was about that whenua, and I want to say America, being the back of a turtle, the shell of a turtle.
Oh,
So I call
okay.
So I call it Turtle Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Another interesting thing, because I've probably spent most time over there with the Lakota people, so
Yeah.
of South and North Dakota. They're Lakota people who are referred to as the Sioux, S-I-O-U-X. But they don't,
yes, I've seen that name before.
But they don't refer to themselves as the Sioux. So that's something that the French named them. So they've even, this is like self-colonization.
Yeah.
And also the Chickasaw and the Cherokee people. And there's a Cherokee kōrero tukuiho that they talk about 7 waka.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Interesting, nera.
What kind of waka?
Yeah, well, these waka that came from, or went to, me te tiro anō, and I should ask my matamata huanga from over there.
Distant.
About this, that came from a land with a cloud.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Anyway, we'll park that kōrero, and it might be another discussion for another Taringa, another episode of Taringa.
Yes. We better get back to Andrew's question.
Anyway, kia ora, Amaru, Andrew. See, it's all it all happens here on Taringa.
Okay, so he says, I have a question. Maybe we can discuss here and would love to hear a whakaaro on the podcast, maybe. What are some tikanga for people who are Māori descent but don't know or have any connection to their iwi? My grandmother was Māori, but we don't know exactly what her family history is due to a number of issues with her upbringing. And as my mum was fostered and my grandmother died long before I was born, I fear the whakapapa may be lost forever. I'm proud to be Māori and eager to learn te reo and history, but it seems like the whakapapa is a big part of it. And without it, I feel a little lost. Are there other people in the same situation? And what are some pointers for how to move forward? Also, I should mention I live in the USA, but hope to move back to Aotearoa someday and want to know best how to keep my Māori heritage going for my daughter.
Ooh, and you know what? I think this will be, and I hope, Andrew, you're kei te whakarongo mai koe ānaru, and you would agree, because I'm just thinking ahead of myself. This would be a good post. This would be good to share in a post.
Yeah.
This message, if you'd let us.
Because we're only but 2 people, but there's probably so many others out there.
Yeah, we've got
who
listeners
are in the same
all
situation.
around the world, and I think if we were to sort of like bring it home here as on another scale it down, as we've got people that live out of their iwi, but they're easier, or much easier than living overseas, but people that are from other iwi staying in another iwi trying to keep their iwitanga alive in another iwi, sort of the same thing. Well, what are your first thoughts?
Well, my first thoughts are, I feel like you're already doing the right thing. I mean, he's managed to find Taringa. That's one resource, so no doubt he's found others.
Maira.
Yeah, kei whea maira. And no doubt you've found other resources, so you've passed the hardest part, which is making a start.
Yep.
Ooh, I sound like a poet.
You sound like a philosopher. And actually, that was on my green belt certificate when I used to do karate many, many, many years ago.
What?
Well, there was a whakataukio, and then it said the first step in a journey of 1,000 miles is the hardest step.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like going to the gym, Like, it's that first, once you get to the gym.
Once you get, the hardest part is getting there. Once you're there, you just have to get it over.
Yeah, and then the first week, and then the first month, and then... I know, because I did regularly go to the gym at one time, and I will be going back. Hoi anō, another story.
I used to do that
back to the first
another
step.
life.
Yeah, tika tāu, he's made the first step. He tika rawa te rei, and e whakaia nau ki tāu. I totally agree. You're making some steps, so you're on the right path. And to me, e pono ana tō ngākau, your heart is in the right place. Me tō hinengaro, me tō wairua. Yeah, so I think he mea nui tērā. And for you to say, I'm proud to be Māori and eager to learn te reo and history, but it seems like the whakapapa's... Yeah, it is. Whakapapa's a huge part of being, not just Māori, being anybody, I think.
It's kind of like your foundation.
Yeah, it's your foundation, your connection to... It's your kinship tie to yourself.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, it is.
And your past. And it's your responsibility I believe, as a parent, to provide that and to encourage that with your daughter, with your tamahine. Yeah, so you're on the right path. I'm going to start with social media is a great thing to connect.
Yeah,
with
it actually
whānau.
is, yeah.
So there's a step there. Do you know any of, because you live overseas, and then once you connect with those people on Facebook or wherever, email, then you can set up a Zoom call with them, or Skype or FaceTime, whatever you've got. Yeah, technology is a great thing that we can use.
I don't know, maybe even try one of those DNA ancestry type things. They might be able to lead him in some direction to his grandmother's past and might be able to find out her iwi and marae or something. And
I think the heritage sites, the genealogy.com, MyHeritage, I can't rattle them off, but, one of our tetahi o tātai hoa mahi, Tavina Hughes,
she loves that stuff.
Yes, she's big on family heritage and stuff like that. So there's also sites there where you can sort of visit. If you're looking for that connection, the spiritual connection, the wairua and things like that, you do have to come home and find that for yourself. You can find out the factual stuff. I think these days is a bit easier than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, the world was a lot smaller before social media.
Exactly, or even, it's the internet. You can go on the internet and find out lots and lots of things on there.
Yeah.
But for mo te taha wairua, is what I'm sort of feeling in this pātai, is nourishing your wairua as a part of it. As a big part of what I'm getting out of this pātai is keeping connected with the oreo and any tikanga that you can practice at home. Which could
be like having karakia mo te kai.
Karakia mo te kai, karakia before you go to bed, wake up, things like that. Some of the practices. Shoes off inside. Practices that we take, I don't want to say take for granted, but are normal. I roto i te ao Māori, things like that, that will keep you in touch with your Māoritanga, tō taha Māori. I just used taha Māori, which was a real popular expression back in the 80s, 90s. Yeah, anyway.
Is it not popular anymore?
No, you don't really hear taha Māori these days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard it, but okay.
Yeah, you don't hear it as much as you used to. And I'm sure there's lots of people in the same situation, hence I want to share your message on our Facebook page.
Maybe even put it out there. Try start a Aotearoa ki America group or something.
Yeah.
Over in London, they have Ngāti Rānana.
Yeah.
I've never been a part of it or anything, but I know heaps of people who've been a part of Ngāti Rānana and they love going there and connecting with all these other Māori and non-Māori people from New Zealand. I guess it would just make them feel more at home, but in another place. And
I'm not sure where he is on Te Reo Island, but Ata Papa, who lived in New York for many, many years.
Really?
They had a group in New York. Same, it wasn't like Ngāti Rānana, but they met regularly and they all kept in touch with each other and they'd come together on things like Waitangi Day and things like that. And I remember when Te Ariki Nui passed away, I think they all met together as well. Yeah, there in Te Aporo Nui.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a pai tēnā whakaaro. Whakawhanau ngātu ki etahi atu Māori e noho ana ki roto o tērā whenua. Yeah, connect with Māori that are living over there.
Oh, send Stephen Adams a message. There's a New Zealander over there.
Yeah, koena hoki. So koena e tahi whakaaro. So that'll fill that space or that void or nurture. And the other one, is when you do come home, that you do some groundwork before you come back, do some research before you come back, who you're going to visit and things like that. Yeah.
But I think it would be a good idea to put this up as a post because you probably would find other people in the same situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Koena tērā, and tātātai waiata.
And this week's waiata o te wiki is... Well, actually, we've had this one before, but we're
doing a repeat.
Yes, but
it's because it's pertinent to this kōrero.
Yes, and we had a beautiful recording of it done by tētahi o mātou.
Yeah, or
Kaimahi.
Yeah.
Alana McDonald, who also is part of the sound team on Taringa. So we thought, you know what? What's the point of having it stored away there doing nothing? Let's use it.
Koena, nō reira, whakarongo mai, ko koe io.
Ko koe io, matua te kore, ko koe io, te wairua, ko koe
io, very calming way out of there.
Very calming. Like I'm ready for an afternoon nap now.
It's as calming as the voice of rongo. And may you all be calm. Kia tau te Māori. And that's us.
Yeah, and that's us.
Yep. Kei whea maira. And, you know, you can listen to this again if you need to go back.
Aye, you can always listen to it again.
Yep. E mihi atu nei māua kia koutou katoa. I konei. And nau mai hoki mai. Koutou ngai taringa mā ki te punua pāho. O taringa e whakapāo nei I konei I te ipurau te wānanga o Aotearoa. Ko māua tēnei e mi atu nei. Hei kona.
Ki yo, whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hooker force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira whakarongo pi kari mai. Hare mai, o Taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Taringa. He mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe. Taringa, whakarongo mai.